Good morning, beautiful beings. How are you today? Daneaya Z here, coming at you from one of my most favorite places here, right in town, Mission Creek Park. It's just stunning. And thank you to everyone who watches, who comments, who likes, who shares, who follows. It is so greatly appreciated. And today is June 14th, 2021. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I don't remember if I just said that or not, but anyways, I thought today I would do this outside, right? Being outside is one of my most favorite things. And I'm going to tie it into what I'm going to talk about today, which is our support system. So when we decide to change something big in our world, like smoking or anything else that maybe you're doing a bit too much of, there are things that need to change. As I chatted about, for me, my rituals needed to change. And that's pretty common, that's pretty typical with a lot of people. But something else is having the support. If you would like to change the amount of alcohol that you drink and all your buddies are your drinking buddies, that's not going to work so good. And we might go into this thinking that they're going to be there to support us and there to help us, and they probably have the best of intentions. However, they're in the middle of their stuff. And so if they're in the middle of their stuff, they are not likely going to be able to support you in the way that you need to, right? Come on, just have one. It's fine. You've done so good. You deserve it. You've worked so hard. My gosh, I don't need anybody else telling me that stuff. I can tell myself that shit, right? Sorry. Anyways, so what are some things that you can do to create a new support system as you make this change in your life? For me, it was not visiting specific friends. It was folding laundry at night to keep my hands busy. Although I have to say on that note, almost 11 years later, I don't like folding laundry. I do it, but it's not my favorite thing to do. But anyways, and then I noticed, excuse me, my circle of friends changed, because all my buddies smoked weed. That was it. That was what we did. Everything, it's not all we did, but it was a big part of what we would do, and we would spend our time together. And so I got to allow that to happen naturally. And when I surrendered into the process and let it happen naturally, it became effortless. And I have so much love and gratitude for every person that has ever crossed my path and been in my world. But some people we don't have anything in common anymore, so to just let that happen. So maybe it is joining a club, maybe it's joining a group. I don't know much about AA. It's something that I'm going to start to study more of, especially moving into helping people with drinking and drugs, AA, NA. I do know the steps, and I find them to be extremely powerful. In fact, in a course I've taken on addictions, led by Dr. Will Horton, who is absolutely amazing, one of the classmates there says that the 12 steps in the AA program are actually the 12 steps of life, right? I admit I was powerless. Not only is it in past tense, but there are moments in all of our lives where we are powerless, or it wouldn't be an issue. But the cool thing is simply by becoming aware of that, you're beginning to take your power back. So that's a whole nother talk. But anyways, your support system. It's really important that you have the support of your close family, of your close friends, the people who genuinely love you unconditionally and who are going to support you no matter what you decide to do. That girlfriend that I used to buy her cigarettes so that I could mooch them, mosquito, so that I could bum her cigarettes without guilt. We still talk almost every day, like we still speak, and she's still one of my closest friends. So she loved me through it, and she didn't take it personally when I said, "Hey bud, love you, can't hang out with you for a while." She didn't care. My closest family, my closest friends. So if the answers to those questions, who can be your support group, are drawing a blank for you, that is something that can be discussed should you decide to that's something that can be discussed with whomever you decide to go through this process with. You know, I know that is something that I address in my program for addictions, is not only what part of your image needs to change, what part of your routine needs to change, but how about your support? What do you have for support? You don't have to do this alone. It's a lot easier when you don't. So on that note, beautiful beings, I'm gonna get back to my walk because it's gorgeous out here and I love it. It's what my soul asks me for. So here's today's little chat. Tomorrow I'm going to introduce Carla. You guys get to meet Carla and hear a little bit about what she does. And I'm going to share a few things about how she's helped me on my story. Because it's pretty transformational, right? So at least that's the way it looks now. I am always open to things changing because it's the only thing that stays the same. So beautiful beings, have a wonderful day. I love you all so much and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.